Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. The Keys.BACKSPACE function in Selenium is used to simulate the backspace key on the keyboard. It's particularly useful when interacting with web elements such as input fields or text areas where you want to delete characters or content. To use Keys.BACKSPACE in Selenium, you'll need to have the Selenium WebDriver library installed and set up in your Python environment. If you haven't installed it yet, you can do so via pip. Here's an example of how you can use Keys.BACKSPACE in Selenium with Python. In this example, feel free to adjust the number of backspaces or the website URL and input field locator according to your specific use case. Remember, using Keys.BACKSPACE can simulate the action of pressing the backspace key on the keyboard. It's helpful for clearing or modifying text within input fields when automating browser interactions using Selenium. ChatGPT. Absolutely, I'd be happy to help with that. The Keys.BACKSPACE in Selenium is a part of the Keys class, which allows you to simulate keyboard interactions in web browsers. Specifically, Keys.BACKSPACE represents the backspace key on a keyboard. Here's a step-by-step tutorial with a code example demonstrating how to use Keys.BACKSPACE in Selenium. Make sure you have Python installed along with the Selenium library. If you haven't installed Selenium, you can do so via pip. You'll also need a WebDriver compatible with your browser. For instance, Chrome requires the Chrome driver, which you can download from https://sites.google.com/chromium.org/chromedriver. In your Python script, import the required modules. Initialize a WebDriver instance for the desired browser. Let's navigate to a sample web page. Identify an input field or element where you want to simulate the backspace key press. Now, let's clear the input field content using Keys.BACKSPACE. After performing the operation, it's a good practice to close the browser window. Here's the complete example script. Remember to replace the URL, element ID, and Chrome driver path with your specific details. This example demonstrates how to use Keys.BACKSPACE in Selenium to perform a backspace operation on an input field on a web page using Python. ChatGPT.